Today is the 8th of July 2014 and welcome to the brief on Newsfirst, where we bring you the trending stories for today. Australian Prime Minister Tony Abbott has said that it is no secret that the Australian government is turning back boats on the high seas.
We said before the election that one of the policy options that we reserved the right to use, where it's safe to do so, is turning boats around. And it's no secret that some boats have been turned around. What we're doing is consistent with our international obligations and consistent with safety at sea. Sri Lanka is not everyone's idea of the ideal society, but it is at peace. A horrific civil war has ended, and I believe that there has been a lot of progress when it comes to human rights and the rule of law in Sri Lanka.
Sarah White, immigration correspondent at the Sydney Morning Herald, joined us on our primetime news last evening, and she joins us now with the latest developments.
So today we heard from Tony Abbott for the first time on the boats. He refused to say whether they exist, but he did say that Sri Lanka is a very peaceful country, which kind of made us think that perhaps the Sri Lankan Navy is going to intercept these boats and take the asylum seekers back to Sri Lanka. Confirmed to us at Fairfax Media that they are going to take over the asylum seeker boats, but the boats where the asylum seekers are being held, Australian customs boats. Our Indian correspondent, and he's gone through talking to people, and they've said that yes, there's about 40 refugees missing from a particular camp in Tamil Nadu. The second boat we now know left Sri Lanka, and it had 50 people on board, and that's the one that has also been intercepted by the Australian Navy.
Minister of Mass Media and Information Kelly Ramukwala commented on the matter at the Cabinet press briefing today.
The Australian government has not taken any responsibility or denied. Sorry. So we don't know where we stand until I speak to the Navy commander.
Boats set off from all over the world, not only from Sri Lanka. Only 10% of the boats that leave Sri Lanka reach Australia. We have a responsibility. These people are the people who leave us. If you're telling us to call them back and take responsibility for them, we will consider it.
Controller of Immigration and Immigration, Chulananda Pereira, says that steps will be taken to repatriate 142 Pakistani nationals if their refugee status is not verified.
New York-based Human Rights Watch reports that at least 142 Pakistani nationals arrested in Sri Lanka throughout last month are being detained and are scheduled to be deported. Human Rights Watch notes that most of the Pakistani asylum seekers are from the Ahmadiyya minority, while the detainees also include Christians and Shia Muslims. The UNHCR, meanwhile, responding to questions posed by Newsfirst, says that the detainees are being held at the Busa and Mirihana detention centers. The UNHCR adds that it has affirmed the refugee status of 6 of the detainees, while 136 are asylum seekers. According to the UNHCR, a refugee is someone who has been forced to flee his or her country because of persecution, war or violence. It is learned that the 142 Pakistani nationals had arrived in Sri Lanka by obtaining on-arrival visas and had done so on a number of occasions. Newsfirst spoke to the Controller General of Immigration and Immigration, Chulananda Pereira, regarding the matter. He noted that while steps are being taken to repatriate the detainees, those whose refugee status has been confirmed by the UNHCR will be handed over to governments willing to accept them.
A mother gave birth to quintuplets at Peradeniya Teaching Hospital today. Now the 4 boys and 1 girl are doing well.
The expectant mother was admitted to the Peradeniya Teaching Hospital and delivered the quintuplets via a caesarean section. 2 teams of specialist doctors undertook the delivery of the quintuplets.
The expectant mother was admitted to the gynecology ward for over a month. If the number of children usually increase, the doctors prescribe an abortion. She was not willing to do that. She wanted to raise all 5 children.
The quintuplets are only 31 weeks old. Although the quintuplets were admitted to the premature ward due to their early delivery and low weight, their health is in good condition.
Minister of Fisheries and Aquatic Resources Development Dr. Rajasena Ratna has called for immediate measures to stop activities that may destroy fisheries resources at the Niagara Reservoir in Ampara.
We have a very good setup in place in Igniagara. A fisherman in the area earns about 40,000 rupees a month. They use electronic scales and computers in the management of this system. However, if they build another fisheries harbour, then this will cause problems. This decision has been taken at a time when I was not here. However, I am sure the President will understand this issue when I explain it to him. He has a very good knowledge in this field. If there is a political force behind this, I will be able to speak to them as well to reach a settlement.
Let's now take a look at the forex rates. Well, that's a wrap for the brief for today. You can always log on to our webpage at www.newsfirst.lk for the very latest here at home and around the world.